What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a stage 1 kit. In this video I'm going to be doing a mini Baja 196. It also works on Predator 212s and pretty much any mini bike engine. So to start this video off, I got my parts here. So pretty much in the stage 1 kit, I got my kit from GoPowersports.com. It's pretty basic. You get a header pipe that I custom welded. I chose custom fit and I made a exhaust pipe, but there's also on their website parts that fit your bike. Whatever bike you drive, they probably have it. So, and their kit, which I bought for a 212, I think, comes with a air cleaner. Comes with your adapter plate, which you're gonna have to put on. Comes with, if you're going in the sand, you have a little bag you can put over the air cleaner. Comes with obviously a hose clamp. This is for your throttle cable, your choke. It comes with all the gaskets you'll need. And pretty much that's it. The main thing we're gonna focus on though, it's gonna make a difference, is the jet for the carburetor, which I'm going to show all of you guys during this video how you're going to do this, and we're going to get started. So you're going to start by removing the seat. Obviously it's pretty easy. One bolt right here goes to the frame, pop the bolt off, and there your seat's off. Then I removed the air box on top of the carb, which I put right here. Just your old air box, which you're going to replace with that one. That is just a wing nut on top, so it'll be very easy to take off. Alright, so then we have, coming down here, we have two bolts which I already broke free. These are the carburetor mounting bolts, so, or I should say carburetor mounting nuts, but we're going to break those free, take those off. So let me show you guys. Alright, so now that we got those free, it's going to take them off. So, it's honestly a very easy thing to do. Pretty much anyone can do this kit on their bike. It's not that complicated. And you should have an easy, fun time doing this. It shouldn't be that hard. Just try to keep everything nice and organized. Which that fell over here. Try to keep every bolt, a nut, and everything in order. Alright, so I'm just going to put mine right here next to where I'm working. Alright, now we took those off, we can pop your plate off, which the gas line came off with that too. This is an old gas line I had on here. Now I have my other gas line going to where the choke is. So you can put this down, we don't need that anymore. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to disconnect the gas line. So for you to take off the gas line, you're going to need a pair of pliers. You're probably going to want a little can or something, because gas is going to come out of this when you take it off. So it's a simple pinch clamp. I'll show you guys. You simply pinch, bring it up and off. Excuse me one sec, I just gotta fix the camera. Okay, so you bring it up and off, right out of the way. There you go. And then simply pull your line off. You might need to get a little flat tip in there with this line. It's kind of hard holding the camera, but you push on the line, pull on it with a pair of pliers. Be careful not to rip this line. So let me get this off. Alright. try pushing with a screwdriver and pulling. As you can see, a lot of gas came out. If you have something to plug the on with, I suggest you plug the on. Otherwise, if you're not pointing it up, it will continue to leak. So I just plugged it with the pencil. Doesn't matter what you plug it with, the bolt, the pencil, anything works. Alright, so now we're gonna take off our throttle cable that is holding the carb on. So take the throttle cable off. You got a little spring over here. Show you guys that. You got a spring right here. You simply, if you can probably do it without pliers. This with your hand. I can't do it with one hand, but I can do it with one hand. Alright, so remove the spring, and then you got your little cable in here. To take the cable off, we shouldn't have to go down there. Alright, our gasket fell off. But our gasket goes up here. But alright, now I put that to the side. But to take the cable off, you just lift up and out. Cable will come off, nice and easy. Now we got our carb off. We're good to go. And so from here, we're gonna change a jet. So let me show you how to change that jet out, and we're gonna want to remove and drain the gas out of this carb first, because as you can see, it's still fuel in the carb. So let me put my camera down for a sec. There is this bolt on the bottom. You can take a adjustable wrench to it, and it should come off fairly easy. Some parts over here. This is your little choke lever. It doesn't matter if it falls off, just put it to the side. Try not to get any dirt in this carb. It's very important. These jets are very particular and will get clogged. So as you can see, I got my carb off. I got my float in here, and my jet is right in the middle, and we're gonna need a flat tip to remove that. So I'll put that down for a second. This is your little ball. Now would be a good time. I'm gonna get some brake cleaner. Now would be a good time to clean everything off. You do not want to get any dirt particles whatsoever. So I'm gonna go grab brake cleaner, carb cleaner, whatever you got, clean it up. And I'll be back in a sec. I only have engine degrees. Gonna have to do simply clean it out, take a rag, wipe everything off nice and neat, get nice and clean. Alright, now for this jet, very simple. Take a screwdriver, make sure it fits. Obviously this one's too big. Take a screwdriver, and it's gonna crack free on you. Do not strip this out or get dirt in here, any of that stuff. I might get a different screwdriver. This one's a little tiny. I do not want to strip the bolt, because that would be very bad. And I actually do have quite a bit of dirt. where the ball was, so you can also clean that out after I'm done getting this jet out. So this one doesn't fit. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna get a new screwdriver. Alright guys, so I got my jet free. I picked a screwdriver about this size, not too big, not too tiny. Don't want to strip this out. So here comes your jet. You also have this piece. Make sure this piece stays in, just like that. Take your old jet. If you want to hang on to it, hang on to it. Take your new jet. Take your new jet. Pop it out of the bag. And very simple. Make sure you put it in the right way. Obviously, it only goes in one way. Take it, pop it in, and tighten it down. Do not crank on these. You don't need to crank on them. Just a little. So take your jet, tighten it down. Now, I'm gonna take the advantage and clean this carb out. This carb is quite old, so I'm gonna open the butterfly up. Take some engine degreaser. Spray it all in here. Get it nice and clean. You want to clean the outside too, you can. Now take whatever you can, close that butterfly, you don't want to dirt. Take whatever you can, clean it out nice and neat. Alright, at this point guys, you got your jet in, everything's hooked up, you're ready to go. You gotta put your ball back on for your flow. So I cleaned mine out. If you didn't clean yours already, clean yours out. You can take your bolt, put it back in. The ball will only go on one way, just make sure the bolts are centered. Take your adjustable, tighten it back up. You don't have to crank on it. Once again. Okay. And at this point, guys, you're ready to put your carb back on. You're ready to hook up your throttle cable. Everything's ready to go. One thing you can do, I almost forgot, this kit does come with new carb gaskets. I strongly suggest you replace those. It's very nice that they come with new ones. I didn't even know till now. So just pick your old gasket off. I'll take a flat tip, take it off. You're probably gonna need to use a razor blade to clean it up, but don't get any of this gasket material in the actual carburetor. Make sure the mating surface is nice and clean. You don't have any excess gasket on it, otherwise you will cause a leak, and carb leaks are no fun. So Alright, that gasket came off rather easy. As you can see, the mating surface is kind of clean. You can take your new gasket out of our enclosed packet and pop that on. Comes with two gaskets. I'm going to say one's for the mounting and one is for where the air cleaner would go, I'm going to say. The one we're going to need is going to be the one. Let's see, this one does not look like it. Hold up. Alright, I guess it depends on your carb also. I'm just trying to see which yeah, this gasket does not work for me. It has the little notch cut out. That one's not going to work, so I'm going to have to use the other one. And as you can see, this one lines up nice and neat with the holes. So this one has to be the correct one. Let me see if I can flip it like this. It's not a perfect fit, but it's very, very close to work. So take that and you can put your new gasket in. Honestly, don't put it on the carb, put it on the actual bike. It's gonna make it a lot easier for you. New gaskets installed, as you can see, right there, looking nice and neat. So now comes to putting everything back together. We're gonna take our carburetor, which I right here. Take our carburetor, put it back on, just like so. Hook up our throttle cable. You're just gonna take the little cable and push down. It legit just comes up and you push it back in. It's not that hard. Hook up our throttle cable. If you want, you can hook up our line. But now we're gonna look into the piece we got for the choke. So actually, we can, in my scenario, I'm not gonna need this piece because my choke lever is right here. I'm gonna skip this piece. I'm not gonna need it. So I'm gonna take my gas line and hook it back up. Oops. Take your gas line, do it kind of quick because you're gonna lose a little fuel. Hook it back up. Put your little clamp back on, don't forget that. Okay guys, so we're wrapping up the final few steps. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take my adapter right here, and my adapter goes on like so. Just make sure that still works. That still works. For each. Alright, so never mind guys. I'm gonna have to do something with that piece because my choke is right here. And yeah, I can probably work around just going behind the air cleaner, choke on, choke off. Shouldn't be that difficult. But this is for fuel on. So let's take a look at that piece once again, right here. It looks like you can just, let's see. My bike currently doesn't have the setup to put this piece on, so I'm gonna have to stick with how I had it, which is no biggie. But if you do, you should have a little notch cut out where you're gonna put your bolt in. Everything will be fine. And yeah, so I'm gonna take my old mounting screws, put those on. Just snug them with your hand first, and then you're gonna tighten them with your ratchet. Alright guys, now you can take your ratchet, whatever you used to take it off, obviously use it to put back on. You're going to need a deep socket, which I currently don't have out, but I might as well show you guys just how to wrap it up instead of being a deep socket. So you're going to take your air cleaner, very simple, your air cleaner slides on top of here. However you want it, you can place it. I suggest, I'm gonna put mine facing like that. This way I'm not too close to the tire in the rear, I'm not too close to a pull start. And put your hose clamp on before you put it on, and then just tighten your hose clamp. Put your seat back on, the one nut. Make sure everything's tight, make sure everything's good, and you're clear to start the bike up. And yeah, that's pretty much it guys. That's gonna wrap up the video. If you liked it, let me know. If not, also let me know. But this is once again a mini Baja 196, and it works on Predator 212s and whatever other bike you have. Thank you guys. One last thing guys, sorry I forgot to throw this in. Your spring right here, make sure you reconnect this and make sure your throttle operates nice and good when you finally finished with your bike. That's all.